chasing the police every single day.
Are you here for Florida Carry?
No.
Bomber.
What is that?
It's a gun group in Florida that's for gun rights.
Yeah, I wish.
Why, you can't have one?
Nope.
Are you one of the everything's a felon people?
Basically.
Why, which one did they get you on?
3 of them, actually.
Yeah,
I don't care what anybody says, the Constitution states.
That is what I was just going to say.
No state shall infringe.
That is correct.
And, I mean, I just don't have the money to fight it or
right.
An attorney that's willing to go against it.
There's going to be an attorney here that fights for that.
Yeah.
Serious. Eric Friday, the best gun lawyer in Florida, will be here, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah,
I wish I could have my gun rights, especially now because
correct.
I'd like to be able to protect my house and my family.
Correct. Well, like you said, the Constitution says you're supposed to be able to, but other people are making crap that says you can't.
I know. Come on, baby.
Holy crap, it's freezing. God, I thought it was going to be warm.
Yeah, I stood in, I put her in the truck and I'm like, oh my God, it's cold out here.
Yeah, I'm here because a lot of people don't know the sheriff and the police have an illegal list of gun owners, and that's a third-degree felony in Florida. $5 million fine.
Yeah, what our government is doing to us is absolutely outrageous.
Correct. Go ahead. Yes, I agree, totally. Yep, see, even FWC is here to protect us, man. Right? That's right. Man, you're doing a body camera too. That is awesome. Do you all, we've
all got them now.
And it's helping both sides, correct?
Yeah. Oh yeah. When they first came out with them,
right.
I was against it, like everybody else.
Right.
You know?
Well, I'm not, but.
And the more I got to wear it, the more I've seen and heard stories from other officers,
right.
it protects me more than it does you.
Yes.
Usually. I mean, as long as I do my job and
right.
don't violate your rights and
correct.
don't beat you when you don't need beating, I'm good to go.
I like the way you said that. Just don't let your dog eat me, man. That is cruel, unusual punishment, okay?
I'm not in canine anymore. So.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I got a friend down in Northport, man.
She was bad though. She didn't like people.
Right. I got a friend down in Northport. They illegally let a dog almost eat his arm off. It's sad, man. Really sad.
Yeah,
is this supposed to get warmer, by the way? This is freezing.
Yes, it's supposed to get up mid to high 60s today.
Right.
And then tomorrow, of course, 75 or so. But
there you go.
It's warming up.
Very,
slowly.
very good.
It was 33 this morning.
Oh, I'm from Charlote County. It was warmer than that, man. Anyways, what's your name?
Parkabus.
Good to meet you.
Same
Love
here.
your body camera. That is awesome. Love it. Hey, is Eric here yet?
I'm not sure if he's even showing up. I don't remember. Kevin.
They said he was going to be on the schedule.
Is Eric coming?
No, Eric can't attend.
Somebody else is speaking for him? Yeah. That's about it.
Okay, why are you one of the higher up in Florida Carry that can tell? I drove all the way from Charlotte County to find out are they going to do anything about the illegal gun list with the cops?
Okay.
Have you heard anything?
Come on over to our seats.
Who would know more?
I'm one of the directors of Florida Carry.
Right.
You got Sean Carana sitting right there and Jim Dykes.
Okay, which one where?
Sean's drinking coffee with a hat on and Jim's talking to him with a flannel on.
All right, yeah, that's why I drove all the way up here to see if they're going to do anything. I mean, because it's been 10 months, man.
Oh, well, I know we're working on it.
Right.
If the state attorney, the problem is the state attorney doesn't want to move. That's the issue we're dealing with. And believe me, because I got her on video myself.
What?
Oh yeah, I met with her.
You when?
A few months ago.
Oh my God.
I hope so.
Yeah, if you talk to those.
Yeah, all right, yeah, I want to find out. Hello.
Hey, how you doing? Johnny Dean.
Good to meet you. Yeah, I came all the way from Charlotte County to meet Eric Friday to see if they're doing anything about the illegal gun law. I just found out he's not. What a bummer.
Yeah, we had the guy who was supposed to speak for 20 minutes had vertigo. Couldn't come. He's from Alabama.
That's weird.
Yeah, he had Meniere's disease probably.
Right.
And
Wow.
that makes you puking and falling over a lot.
That is true.
That's not a good thing.
That is correct.
Especially if you're trying to drive. That's kind of a bad combination.
That is. So I was the reporter that broke the story on the illegal gun list, the pawn list. So that's why I drove all the way up here to see if it was going anywhere, which I did. He just did inform it is. They just don't want to tell me anything because I'm a reporter and I tend to report it.
Yeah.
And I guess that ruins it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to do it at the right time.
That's
like anything else in life,
right.
timing is everything.
That is true. That is true. Why, did you ever see the gun list? So this is what we broke 10 months ago, man. Is that pretty sad? I'm the one that erased that, by the way. So they had the names, the gun, where they did. So they were pawning a gun and they were selling a gun. So if you pawned a gun or sold a gun, you went into this database. And then my sheriff, Charlotte County Sheriff Bill PRUMMELL, was literally, we have emails, literally talking about profiling people just because they had a gun.
That's bad.
Is that pretty bad?
That's very bad.
Aren't we supposed to be a gun state?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the problem is that, enough people have migrated from New Jersey.
Oh, I know. I had that discussion the other day, man.
I live in Texas, and we're having the same thing.
What?
California. So I'm moving to Austin. Yep.
Oh, my God.
Yep. Yeah, Austin is as blue can get. And Dallas and Fort Worth are getting blue.
Right.
Houston's totally blue.
Right.
I mean, you got what's her face, the total idiot chick, the black chick from Houston. What's her name? But she's like totally stupid. And
There's a lot of stupid.
She's a congressperson from Houston.
Right.
I live in San Antonio. It's not as bad, but it's still a blue city.
Wow.
All the cities are blue. All the counties are red.
Wow.
And my U.S. congressman kind of switches back and forth between blue and red.
Whatever feels good at the moment?
Well, it's whoever showed up to vote.
Right.
It's all about turnout.
That is sad.
Yeah, it's bad.
Wow.
So, unfortunately, my congressman is Will Hurd.
I don't know that one.
Will Hurd is the guy that voted with the Democrats on a lot of gun shit this year.
Somebody told me that you guys, that Florida Carry, I missed it, just put out a notice that Tennessee's doing a major bad red flag law.
Yes,
is that true?
That's true. Yeah, I saw that.
What's up with that? I thought Tennessee was a gun state.
Well, let's put it this way. In every state, you have bad blue people because Bloomberg buys them off.
That is true.
And so they're putting up Bloomberg shit.
Right.
Is what they're doing.
Even Rick Scott did bad stuff with this red flag, man.
Yeah. No. But see, he was being a politician.
Right.
And he was reacting to a tragedy.
Right.
Which, of course, it was all the fault of law enforcement.
Correct.
Because they could. First of all, they never threw this kid in jail and charged him with anything.
That is correct.
And so when he went to go buy his AR-15,
right,
there's no criminal history.
But at the same
even though the cops have been to his place 41 times and he got reported to the FBI and they didn't do shit with that.
But at the same time, as you know, red flag laws are bad too, though. So here we're telling we should red flag them. You know, and I know. Anybody can kill anybody. If you get banned with guns, you can still get a gun.
Or you can gasoline or car.
What was the first weapon in the Bible?
A rock.
Thank you. There you go. Should we ban rocks?
That's right.
Yes.
Well, at Gun Rights Policy Conference this past year, I explained why red flag laws violate 8 constitutional amendments.
Ooh. Wow. Is that on YouTube or anything anywhere?
It's on YouTube.
Can I give you my card?
Sure.
I would love to, if you email me that. That'd be great. No, 8 different laws?
8 constitutional amendments.
Wow.
Like the Bill of Rights.
Wow.
Except for 14.
Wow. Oh, are you one of the speakers?
Yep.
Why, what's your name? Doctor, very good, very good. So I'm a reporter for Copwatch. I know we need cops, just not corrupt ones.
Yeah.
And I'm so pissed off on my sheriff of 8 years of insane corruption that I know I'm not going to win, but I'm going to run for sheriff just so I can poke the bear.
Right. Well, just expose them.
Yes. I can say stuff. I'm going to run as an independent. I can say stuff that the Republicans won't let him say.
Right.
This is how bad it is. I just got. I didn't know the Republican Party was going to be there. And by the way, I'm mainly Libertarian, but I'm registered as a Republican, so I can get into events.
Right.
Okay. So, but I didn't know they were going to be at this event I went to the other day. The Republican Party was there registering people, right? And I had the high-ups that were, you know, and I already knew one of them. He knew me. The minute he saw me, I'm like, I was telling the other guys, I'm like, yeah, did you know the sheriff who's a Republican, who's running for election, is a felon? Oh, we don't want to hear that. Get out of here. On video. You idiots! Come on! You're going to protect the guy that's committed.
That's because he's got an R behind his name.
Yes, correct. Absolutely. Very, very
sad.
sad.
Like being a Democrat to me.
Yes, it does.
Did I say that out loud?
Yes.
Hypocrisy knows no bounds. It doesn't matter what party.
Correct.
When party is over principle,
correct.
That's when we all lose.
I agree. Absolutely agree. Yeah. So what, you speak everywhere or just here? Or?
I go all over the place.
Right.
I speak at Gun Rights Policy Conference. You know, I talk about different topics.
Right.
My thing is actually gun-free zones. That's the thing that really floats my boat. Because my hospital is, you know, well, in Texas.
Is a target?
No, well, yeah, I've written stuff about.
Right.
You go to our website, drgo.us, and just put my name in.
Yep.
And there's a whole slew of articles about gun-free zones. I wrote about the hospital shooting in Kabul, Afghanistan 2 years ago. Did you ever hear about that?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I'm a news freak, so
yeah,
kind of.
Yeah.
All right.
So I wrote an article about that. There was another shooting in a hospital in Bronx Lebanon Hospital.
Right.
The guy had an AR, New York compliant AR under his lab coat, and walked right through security.
Oh, geez.
And then went up to. He was looking for a specific doctor that he wanted to kill. She wasn't working that day, so then he just started, and then he popped himself.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, here's my scenario. Tell me what you do with this. It's funny that we're talking about this gun-free zone stuff. 2 weeks ago, there's a guy that's an iguana hunter, licensed, okay, a licensed hunter, Charlotte County. I don't know if you heard about this. They had, okay, so he was a couple blocks away from school. He's been hunting this whole neighborhood legally. The people want him to.
That's his job. Yeah.
That's right. Okay, it's a freaking BB gun.
Yeah.
A bus driver sees him. Calls 911. I see somebody with a gun. I don't know if it's a BB gun or a gun. They freaking locked down the schools. All 40 cops showed up, almost causing accidents going there.
They do that all the time. If there's anything, they'll lock the schools down.
Dude, it was not called for.
Yeah.
All they had to do is go check the guy out.
Yeah.
We think...
They overreact all
yes,
the time.
that's what I'm getting to. So you agree that's overreaction, correct? Okay, so this was younger kids. Okay, so they went in, locked...
Because everybody's freaked out by... Especially in Florida. You're going to...
Correct. Yeah,
they're going to overreact. Bad. You know, but then, you know, I mean, you had, you know, the one up in Connecticut at Sandy Hook.
Right.
So the school people were all flipped out.
Correct.
You know, I mean, there are places in Texas that are remote.
Right.
They have teachers carrying it.
Oh, dude.
And they have a sign out that says, any, you know, violence against art will be met with deadly force.
Texas church was perfect.
That was right, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Everybody
you know
started pulling.
Yeah, and you know what?
What's
is the best part. They couldn't squash it because it was live. It was
it was insane.
And it went viral. And so they couldn't like ignore it.
Do you know who was squashing it? YouTube. YouTube and Facebook were taking the freaking videos down just because we were showing reality.
Yeah. No, but that's
very sad.
What they do, and that's because they're run by the left. And, you know.
Correct. Yeah. So the school overreacted. They knew way ahead of time that he was just for iguanas, okay? Nothing illegal. They had military gear, AR on the trigger. They went through every classroom with young kids, even though they knew it was bullshit.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Is that not PTSD on the kids?
Well, I mean, it could be. But the issue really is, you know, it's poor judgment on the part of the...
Right.
You know, if you know the location of the guy, you lock the school down and put the cops outside.
Yeah, thank you. Exactly.
You're not, you know, so, I guess maybe their protocol is, you know...
Well, this is what we think.
They're using the active shooter in the school protocol rather than...
And we think this is what happened. that since the sheriff's going to be re-elected, it was a practice run, show of force.
Yeah.
I'm protecting you.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
When all the parents are like, holy shit, you didn't let my kids out until 6 o'clock at night. You freaked them out in class. They were talking about how kids were crying and they needed a teddy bear. Oh man, it is. So you agree indoctrination programming?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it's. Are you saying Germany's happening here in America?
Well, it's certainly, in some respects, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
It is sad.
Because remember, it's the National Socialist Workers' Party.
that's what Bernie
Nazism
said.
was certainly socialism.
That's what Bernie said. Oh my gosh. Who are some of the other speakers? Do you know any other speakers?
Mike Pierworski does Arms from Radio. He's going to be speaking.
Oh, wow.
Rick Ector is from Detroit, legally armed in Detroit.
Oh, wow.
And you're
yeah, already met him. He already knows not to talk to me.
And then, that's Earl Boone, who works with Mike. Earl is the great-great-great-great-great-great-grandson of Daniel Boone.
Wow, no kidding.
Great-great-great-great-great-great-grandson. I got the right number of greats.
Very good.
7 greats.
Very good.
That means you're greater than your father, right? By 1.
I forgot they asked, so the donuts are free or no?
Yeah, what's that?
Where donuts are free?
Yeah, go eat a donut. Yeah,
where are they? In the back?
Go back there if there are any left.
All right.
I got one early.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I got
the fat bill, man.
I guess I'm gonna go this way. Sorry. Oh, that's right. I did meet Hope. Dude, you are the man. Where is there Friday? He's not coming.
I believe he's in Jacksonville right now because the Republican Liberty Caucus has been doing those things around the state.
Right.
With Sabatini and some other people.
Okay.
So if I understand, he's going to be at that, and then he's coming down here.
Okay.
But I think that's what I've heard.
Dude, I came all the way from Charlotte County, 3 hours this time around, to ask, is the gun list, pawn list going anywhere? And can you believe they said they won't tell me anything because I talked to them? That's true, I do. I do. Yep.
You enter sheets?
Depends.
So I've read about the lawsuit filed in federal court.
Okay, for which one?
Yeah, so the one I'm aware of is the
okay, so you don't want to kill me, I just want to find out, right?
No.
Oh, okay, all right, thank you.
The ordinance in Charlotte County, the barring public recording.
Of public recording, that is correct.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you for your courage.
We're trying.
My husband and I live in Fort Myers, so we're
all right, so you are aware. Thank you. All right.
I'm the blogger, though, so I pay more attention
I'm the
to
blogger.
Stuff like that than my
information.
There you go.
Does. So
correct.
Where does the lawsuit stand right now?
Already got blown out.
Meaning thrown out of court, or?
Well, yes and no. So we didn't know this federal court that we took it with, which is Fort Myers.
Yeah.
The judge is guess who's judge? Do you remember the crazy fat guy in Port Charlotte?
So we just moved here 3 years ago, so we might not know the people.
So there was another guy up in Port Charlotte, fat guy named Ian McGuire, Hate the State YouTube channel. He did have the right to record, but he took it way too far. He actually started doing witness intimidation, which is a felony offense. In fact, he tried to kill me by cop 3 times. He did some really bad stuff. So unbeknownst to us, when we filed the case, we didn't know this is the same judge that has his case.
Oh.
She literally took her bias, because when you know his whole case,
she should have recused herself.
She should have. But we didn't know. So when he filed an injunction, we thought file an injunction and end it, because as you know, you have the right to record unless you're hiding something.
Recording's not a crime.
That is correct. So anyway, they made it a crime. So made it a crime. So anyways, when we filed the injunction, she wrote back a ruling that crucified him, my lawyer, and me, and they literally brought up stuff that happened with Ian McGuire. I didn't do it, but they put his stuff on me, so she's taking her bias with him on me, threw it out, so much that my lawyer said, you better drop it right now before they try to get you with their lawyer fees.
Oh,
the cities.
Or hit either, make you pay the city's fees.
Yeah, that would suck. Yeah, yes.
She should have recused
She did not. Why, what state are you guys from?
Texas.
All right. I don't know if you know this. It's really corrupt here in Southwest Florida.
It's just as bad in Texas.
Is it really?
Oh yes.
I thought you guys were free there, man. Are you saying you're more free here than there?
We're freer here than we are
no
in Texas.
Way.
Yes way.
Okay, what can you tell me that would make me change my mind?
Okay, so one of the stories, like short stories, I can share with you.
Right.
Where we are more economically free.
Okay.
In Florida than in Texas.
Wow.
Is the property tax, right? Both states, there's no personal state income tax.
Right. Property tax, I think, is worse.
Property taxes in Texas are worse than they are here. So we sold a 2,500-ish square foot home. 5 years old on a 7,700 square foot postage stamp piece of property.
Right.
And on that, and our total property tax burden on that house was almost $11,000 a year. We moved down here and we bought a home, same size with a pool on a third of an acre.
And it's homesteaded?
Quarter lot, and it's homesteaded.
1,400?
No, not in Lee County. 40, because we're in a planned community.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's higher.
We're unincorporated. Lee County, $4,500. Would you move?
Yes.
Would you say you're somewhat economically freer?
But I'm registered as a Republican, so I can go to their events because they literally hate me so bad. They say, "Show your papers," like Germany. But anyways, okay. But I'm a libertarian at heart, constitutionalist. Here's what's bad with the property tax. You don't own your house.
Well, you got that right. You don't own your land.
You don't pay.
Always paying rent to the county.
Yeah, you're.
I get it.
I hate that. I hate it. I hate it.
The sales tax in Lee County, I think now is only 6.25%.
Right.
It was 8.5% in Harrison, Fort Bend County, Texas.
I thought Texas was more free. I guess I heard wrong.
We have a big, huge in-ground pool at our house right now.
Yes.
Our electric bill, even with a pool and an electric heater, is about 20% lower here than it was in Texas. So from that perspective, we feel like we're more economically free, especially as retirees here in Florida than back there.
So as you know, we're a service industry in Southwest Florida. So that's my company. Is we clean houses. We stay really tiny because having employees sucks, in my opinion. So I clean for people that, yes, you're right, I clean for Californians and New Yorkers and Chicagoans that tell me horror stories of the taxes. But I just had a friend of mine that left from here to Tennessee, and he's telling me freedom, man. He said he's been there for 1 week, he only saw one cop. And he said, you can build whatever you want. Nobody's going to harass you.
So building codes, things like that. I think we see why we have to have some of that in Florida.
Right. True and not true. Right.
But it's not like the hill to die on. Building codes isn't the hill.
In my opinion, well, as you know, I'm a reporter for COPWA. I think it's kind of related, almost like policing for profit. I mean, that's why police do a lot of the stuff. They make money, right? So do the courts. Everybody makes money, right? That same thing for the government, right?
So what's your take on the civil asset forfeiture?
Oh, bad. Our founding fathers would be shooting by now.
Of course they would.
Oh my God,
so
it's bad.
Like it's just as bad here as it is.
It is really bad here. Yes. Yeah. In fact, there's a place called Institute for Justice. You ever hear of that? They won some big cases lately.
Yes.
And they are here in Florida now. If you guys hear of a really bad code Nazi, that's what I say, code Nazi case, call them. They'll take it because it's out of control here. There was a case in Charlotte County, Florida. I get a friend of mine that does the government part. I do the police part. They code Nazis went to the guy's house. The air was getting low on one of his truck tires, and they started a daily running fine. By the time he went to Kangaroo Court, Magistrate Court,
Not enough air in his
for not enough air in his tires, it was up to $4,000.
What?
Yes.
How did they determine there wasn't enough air in it?
Exactly. He would pump it up, and then they would come by apparently when it started going down, and they would keep the daily fine going. I told that to Institute of Justice, they're like, have them call us. Because that is stupid for air.
Wow.
Yeah, they're literally using international standards in Charlotte County. International standards. I guess it, if they think your yard is too dirty or messy, they're going under international standards now, and they'll get you on that. It's crazy.
Well, I tell you where I stumbled across, it
Mine?
was either the website or your YouTube channel.
Right.
And
My stuff's being shadow banned heavily right now.
Well, yeah.
Heavily.
So, yeah. But it was.
I was on the
it
news, the newspaper.
Picking up the public, right? It must have been like the Punta Gorda.
Yeah, Punta Gorda City Hall, getting a records request.
Yeah.
And I had a camera.
And they were having
right.
You know, just having. And then there was something about how.
Yes, that's a weapon, man. That's a weapon. You be careful.
And under the cloak of darkness, they changed the ordinance.
Yes.
And so they used the election code or something related to the election code where you can't film.
Yes, that one too.
And
very good. Yes, they did.
So that's how
She does know her stuff.
I wish I had my card on me.
Well, I have my card with the email. So just to poke the bear, guess what the card says?
Vote for freedom always.
No, you didn't read the bottom part. Look what it says.
Free the weed, vote Copwatch
for sheriff. I'm gonna poke the bear. So, it's as a write-in. I'm in a Republican area. I know I'm not gonna win, but at least somebody has to say something, right? Yes.
So I will send you an email.
Yes.
And I'll just say I'm the lady that.
I thought was going to kill me at the place because of my camera.
I'm the lady. Yeah, I'm the lady that flagged you down at the Florida Carry event in the pink jacket.
Correct.
And
Fair.
We'll go from there.
That is fair.
So we live in Gateway.
Okay.
Off of so when you take 75 south and you get off at Fort Myers at 82.
Yep.
So we're maybe 5 miles from that exit, from the unincorporated part of the county.
Now you got a big blog? Is it huge or?
No. I just started it up.
Right.
We can kind of talk further in this way.
Yeah.
You can see what I write about.
Correct.
So I tend to write more about crimes committed by people who are not lawfully present in the country.
Ooh, that's the very hot topic.
We're going to Tallahassee on Tuesday to testify in support of Senator Tom Lee's E-Verify bill.
Absolutely,
so I
absolutely.
Covering Florida, I write some political stuff in Texas because we have so many friends back there running for office.
Right.
But I write, or stuff showing up on some of the city council agendas, like Fort Myers.
Right.
Oh, so. Mayor Randy Henderson, so forget about him giving the keys to Ilhan Omar, right? But they had an ordinance. One of the city council members in Fort Myers was talking about having an ordinance where they would jail you and fine you if you gave unacceptable public comments during public comment period. So I wrote about that.
Oh my God.
So I think there's some.
Yeah, we can relate. Are you doing video blog yet too?
No. It's really, it's just really simple. I just write articles.
Just Facebook or your own website?
No,
Which
my
one?
own website.
Okay, very, very good.
My own website.
You know that I used to have a YouTube channel that was massive, right?
Yes.
Okay, 3 years ago, you remember Live Free or Die YouTube channel?
I can't say I remember that one.
At that time, The day that I went to talk to Sheriff's Accreditation Board, COLLIER, I was going to tell them about the corruption. It came down. Isn't that weird?
It took your channel?
It was at 70 million views, 4 million a month. 4 million a month.
Yeah,
gone.
Yeah.
And now I don't know what he told him, if I'm a terrorist because I have a camera. I am shadow banned. Like
you are definitely the guy I want.
So I used to be 4 million a month. Guess how many views I get now?
I have no idea.
32,000 a month.
Wow.
What happened?
We should talk further.
Well, yes, we should. I know. I gotta get some food.
Have lunch somewhere, or coffee or something.
All right. Good to meet you.
I'm Yvonne. Yvonne in the pink jacket.
All right.
I will email you.
All right. I gotta get. Good to meet you. Thanks for not shooting me. I love your shirt, man.
Thank you.
I love your shirt.
Marijuana. Free to weed. It's not legal here?
I am a reporter for Copwatch. I hold cops accountable.
Okay. Now,
so I get death threats for doing that. That's kind of sad, right?
Not legal in Florida?
No, not yet. Medical is.
Y'all don't have recreational marijuana?
No, well, then we might ruin it for the drug companies that are helping with the medical.
Michigan has legalized not only medical marijuana, but also recreational marijuana.
Yes, you guys rock.
However,
okay,
if you're a recreational user of marijuana, you won't be approved for a concealed pistol license because you're violating federal law by being a drug
That's
user.
right. They tried talking me into it down here with all the CBD stuff.
You're considered addicted to a drug.
That is correct. They said if I say no, I will be prosecuted. Correct? Federal offense. Yeah. Especially for doing what I do, right?
Probably.
Yeah. They tend to hate me.
Probably.
You guys got Copwatch up there too?
I'm not familiar with it. Maybe not. Right. So it's like a Copwatch ideally everywhere.
Some of them call themselves auditors. Basically, with government and police, they just use a camera to make sure they're not killing people, screwing people over, etc.
How you doing? With Collier on the War, yeah, I was on the show once. Yeah, he's doing good stuff, man. He is.
First I saw Black Lives Matter. Do you know the guy in Philadelphia that did that?
Maj Touré, yes, I've met him a few times.
Really cool guy.
He's pretty cool.
So you got videos out already?
Do I have videos?
Yeah, do you run a YouTube channel?
I do have a YouTube channel.
All right, then yeah, my email's on. You got a card?
I do have a card.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I do YouTube too. I used to be huge until the sheriff took my channel down.
How can a sheriff take your channel down?
3 years ago, I was going to go in front of the COLLIER board for their accreditation to tell them how corrupt he is, because it is really corrupt where I'm at, Charlotte County, Florida.
But how did he shut your YouTube channel?
I was at 70 million views, 4 million views a month, 50,000 subscribers.
How many subscribers you got now?
Dude, I'm being shadow banned. I'm down to 32,000 views a month. It's disgusting. So whatever he told YouTube, because it came down that day that I was going to testify.
Post yourself on,
as he knows, because he already knows YouTube is the biggest. It just is, man. YouTube is the biggest.
It is.
It is. You can't beat it.
It's the largest. I mean, where it is this searchability that you don't get on any of the other platforms.
Correct. I'm a reporter for Copwatch. I was the one that broke the story on the gun list. Oh, I didn't tell you that. I was the one 10 months ago that broke the story on the sheriffs and police here have an illegal list of gun owners. It's a third-degree felony, $5 million fine, and nobody will do a goddamn thing about it. Dude, look at this. There's the name, the gun, everything. And they're profiling with this.
So what can we do with this?
I already did it to the state attorney. They won't do anything.
Is there a way we can get a lawsuit going or what?
That's why I've been talking to all the lawyers here.
Every county they got it?
What's that?
Every county has it?
So when I found out my sheriff was doing this, I did a mass email to all the cops and all the sheriffs. Almost 75% wrote back and said, we can't give you that because under 790.335, we can't give it to you. Which means they have it. Yes. So, you know what it says in the emails that we got here too? Here's what it said. So this list is people that pawned a gun and sold a gun, okay? They got them in a database. They're only supposed to get the gun and the serial number, and they're getting the name, everything, okay? In the emails, it literally talks about, let's see if we can work a case on them. Is that profiling?
Sounds like it to me.
It is.
What does work a case on them mean?
Just because they have
What's
a
their
gun.
probable cause?
Thank you.
They have no probable cause.
Exactly. That's why this thing is huge.
We just won a case in Pennsylvania that basically said that just even if law enforcement knows you have a gun on you, they cannot assume that you are committing a crime. They cannot assume that it's illegal for you to have that
very good. Yes. Correct.
Dean.
Hey, that's another good thing about Michigan. You guys are open carry now too, right?
We've always been open carry.
I'm from Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
We've never been non-open carry ever.
Seriously?
Seriously.
It was a secret while I was growing. I left in 2000. I never knew that.
It must have been a secret that you weren't aware of.
Okay, I will admit I was not as awake as I am now.
Okay.
I came down to sunshine and I woke up to the tyranny, and that's why I've been doing it for 7 years.
Okay.
But yeah, they killed my channel, and now I've opened up another YouTube channel, and the shadow banning is disgusting. I'm down to 32,000.
Wait, they shadow banned you on the first channel or both? The first.
They took the big one down, and then I had a backup that was at like 17 million. They took that one down, so I started another one, and now, like I said, dude, I do content all day because there's so much corruption. Okay,
there's ways of hosting your stuff and then still getting news out there.
That's interesting.
Right. Well, as they both said, YouTube is still the biggest, man. You can't beat it.
Yes, it's the biggest.
Facebook is right behind it. Facebook, if you can get a good one, it can get views.
Well, they do a lot of videos in real time
on the Amazon cloud and still have it.
Seriously? Never heard of that. Never heard of that. Why, do you get a card too?
Yes.
Why, what do you do?
I do web stuff, marketing, and I do.
Oh wow, yeah, I do want to email you.
But I know some areas of people doing marketing.
Right.
And we can talk about it.
All right, yeah, because I'm getting.
I'll help you find a way, at least to get your information out there. What you're going to do is get people to come to your own mailing list.
Right.
And then when they come to your mailing list,
right.
Now you can send them, post your videos,
right,
like at the Amazon, and get them to come to your mailing list, and then they can go see. You can give them a link, and they can go see it.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Now you're gonna build a mailing list. Now you're gonna let people know what's going on in your mailing list.
Right.
And if they're regular subscribers, you can get in touch with them every day. Who cares?
Okay.
If they don't want to be on your mailing list anymore, you're gonna have a link on there that
right.
says, unsubscribe me. Okay.
I got it.
Also on your thing, I would recommend you use things like Aweber, which has like an automatic archive.
Right.
And anything that you write, anything that you post, anything that you do,
right.
stays in your archive.
Right.
And all you got to do is people say, "Well, what have you done? What have you gone to do?" And everything else.
Right.
Send them back to your Aweber archive.
Right.
Or to your website.
Right.
But it could all be there, and that's the thing is. That's the way around it for you is to build your own mailing list.
Right.
And then you get people to now get used to seeing the information. And all you got to do is just go on there and create some type of some type of acronym or anything else like that, and just say, hey, I got a new episode out today.
Right.
I got a new thing coming out. It's
That's
something.
a good point.
Really cool. I mean, you got to see it. I mean, you're going to be really surprised by this information. Guess what? You're not saying anything.
Right.
The automatic things that they're taking down, they can't take it down. They can't take it down because you're not saying guns.
Right.
You're not saying a lot of it. You're just saying, hey. If you haven't been a member of my list, or if you're, and then you can have referrals. I'll definitely get you set up. That way you keep yourself a good mailing list,
right,
in a good place,
right,
and you don't have to worry about it.
So you have heard that they're shadow banning the hell out of it. Dude, it's bad, man.
Of course they are. But
what the fuck?
That's why you have to have your own website. That's why you have to have your own mailing list. And all you got to do is write to your list. You don't have to. And you can even have your mailing list set up so if they put their first name in it, it'll have their first name on it when you write it. You don't have to do that. It'll just say it, it'll have it on there.
I live in San Antonio.
And you just write to your list.
Right.
And that's all you got to do.
I know there were donuts. You didn't tell me that.
Wow.
And, once you do that,
right,
you can start building some things back up, or
there is a way.
And then it's the call to action. And you can put call to actions on YouTube channels just to start getting your list back up there again.
Do you know how to harvest all the emails? So they took the YouTube channel down, but I didn't delete any of my emails on that email for Gmail.
I don't know if I can find out.
Okay, yeah. How do you if I can harvest the emails from there, then yeah. I'm in like Flint, but there's
we'll get you some of that back. But the point is you need to set up
50,000 people, man.
But the thing is, you need to get your email list.
Right.
Set up your email list. Do your thing like that. Then it doesn't matter anymore.
Right.
Because you're going around that.
That is true.
Okay. And now you're telling people. Now when you're going, you're not using the code words that they're going after.
Right.
Oh, I know. It's only a couple of counties
Correct.
too.
Boy, you get a start. You're just getting on there going, "Hey, Andrew here. New episodes. Oh, here's a good new episode. We know what Andrew does.
Right.
You know, you don't have to say new episode of what.
Correct. That is correct.
Say, hey, I got a new episode that is going to blow your minds this week.
Dude, I do good stuff, man. I knew I did because I was at 4 million views a month, man.
That's what I'm saying. But if you put it,
right.
What you got to do is get a website design or find one that's like a template. And and then I found a really cool plugin called Monmouth. I'll find out the name of it for WordPress. It'll take your Word files, DOCX, as long as you're using version 2010 or above. You save it as a DOCX file.
Right.
And then all you got to do is go into your WordPress and import it. And it takes everything that you just wrote and imports it, your pictures, your words, everything.
Oh, wow.
And you get a very few things you might have to reformat.
Right.
Done. Then you make a PDF out of it. Now they can download the PDF. You store it.
That is right.
Or you can make it. Or you could put it behind a membership place and make it have a password.
Right. It looks great. Very good.
And then you do your video and you host your video and you store it in the Amazon. You store it in the Amazon cloud.
And I decided.
How much is that?
It's inexpensive because you store it, just putting video in it.
Right. Interesting. I can play it right from the Amazon cloud?
It's not fun.
Okay. Yep. Because you have players. Play it, you can do all this stuff. That's why you want to build your own website. That's why we're doing. You need to have your own. You need to have your own website.
Right.
Because without having your own website, they can do these things to you. And then
correct.
You do get cut down. Now, and the thing is now you can then create different domains of different things. You know, Steve talks truth.com.
Right.
You know, Andrew talks truth.com. You know,
right.
You know, or whatever, or this one, or or just make up different domain names. They're going to cost you $10, $11 a piece.
Correct.
You get whatever. You know, you can go to Namecheap.com. You get them for $5 or $6 or $7.
Oh my God.
And and then you just keep creating different domain names.
Right.
And create what they call masking.
Right.
And you just have one master domain name, and then you just mask the hell out of all these other domains that people type in.
Right.
And eventually you could put some analytics on it. We could find out what works or what doesn't work, or what they call heat mapping. That's later down the road.
Wow.
But you can at least find out what names are working, where things are coming from, what websites they came from, what domain name they typed in.
Right.
You know, there's some really good ways of doing things.
So I could kind of cheat and mention Trump all over the place because everybody's typing Trump in? Sweet.
You could just put, TrumpForGuns.com or something.
Right.
Put it up there, and if they tell you, if they write to you say, hey, don't use our name and think, okay.
Right.
But, but there's all kinds of things you can do.
Right.
But it's ideas of creating your own email list, create your own.
Correct.
Your own, and that way they can't take it down.
Right.
What you do is you register your domain names.
Right.
You register your main domain name. You put it underneath a company name.
Right.
And you keep it under a company name. Create a company.
Right.
Or whatever, and get a post office box. And if they require you to have a phone number, you get a Google Voice number.
They're so smart, they actually know the Google Voice number trick. YouTube does. I've already tried that one. That's a bummer.
There's other ways of doing things.
Right.
You can get other phone numbers. Yes.
Right.
But the point is you can do.
Ooh, he's getting ready. I got to set up the camera. Good to meet you, man. Thank you.
We'll talk some more in the next
All
week.
Did you say you wanted to talk?
Yes. I don't know how affiliated all the news agencies and everybody and you are, but I just got attacked your red chair holders on the back of my chair. I just got attacked in Gainesville during a Trump rally.
Wow.
And me and a 73-year-old man that was standing next to me, the guy had this red fist on his shirt and all that shit.
Right.
He come across the road directly to me and was arguing with me and telling me, say that to my face, say that to my face. And he's a big old boy now. He's probably stood about this tall.
Right.
And this old man, 73-year-old guy who was running the Trump rally, he come over and said, "Hey, we don't want any trouble. Get out of my face!" Boom! And he shoved him to the ground. Okay.
Wow.
Then he grabbed me. Well, he took a swing at me, grabbed my shirt, and my son clocked him.
Right.
My son's the only one that got arrested.
What?
Yeah. And so there was a girl that was with us.
Right.
She was doing Facebook Live.
Right.
She
I was going to say, did you get video?
Yeah, she gave the whole video to WCJB 20 TV in Gainesville.
Right.
Okay? But they took the video and when they showed it on TV, they blurred out the edges to just for you focus on just what my son did. Okay.
Wow.
But they didn't. They blurred out the old man getting shoved down.
Right.
And I need that video, but I don't know how to go about getting it from them. An unedited version. And the girl that did take the video, Facebook is taking her video down. So all I got's their edited version to get to.
Can I give you? I'll give you my card. My email's on there.
Okay.
Email me what you got. You know what you told me because my hands are full. I can't write anything down. My email's on there. And then yes, I'll see if what I can find. If any of the links are still.
I know they
alive.
shared the information with Ocala.com, which is the Star Blunder in Ocala, in Marion County, because they did the same report on their newspaper that they had playing on their television station in Gainesville.
Right.
But they're all liberals and everything up there. But the cops, I told the cop I wanted to press charges. He just blew me off. The old man said he wanted to press charges. He just blew him off, and they arrested my son.
That's messed up.
Yes.
That's bizarre. I have no idea why it happened like that.
And now see, the problem being, not only had the blur, there were so many frames at the beginning that actually saw the guy approaching them initially. And then there were so many frames at the end that showed my son bending over, grabbing the man out of traffic, lifting him up, handing him his hat and his glasses, and they cut that completely off.
What?
Yeah.
So they're trying to make the Trump people look bad and not the
they're liberals.
liberals.
They were a sanctuary city, Gainesville was.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, their mayor is very liberal. So the police chief has to do what the mayor says, basically. But,
I think everybody needs to record a lot. Video, you know what I mean? So you got...
Well, I told her I wish she'd have done it just on her phone and not on Facebook Live because...
That is a bummer, that is true, yeah.
But I'm wondering if Facebook allows you to download your data, and I'm wondering if your videos like that from Facebook Live would download.
You are very smart. That's a very good question to ask her if you know that.
I was systems administrator for Lockheed Martin for
then you would know.
years.
You would know, yes, correct. Very good. That is a great point. I bet it is in there.
So I told her to try and see if she could download her data and get it to me because
Facebook took it down.
Yeah, it expires supposedly. Your Facebook Live videos expire.
That's a lie. And I'm not with Lockheed Martin. But I've been on Facebook for 7 years, YouTube, all of that. Yeah, that's crap. Yeah, email me with what you got. I'll see what I can find and help out with.
I'm reaching out. Everywhere I can.
Correct.
And I appreciate it if you can.
Well,
if there's any way you can do anything.
If you guys are out, get your cell phone or get a GoPro, whatever.
I got a GoPro and I got a cell phone, but I was being accosted at the time, so I couldn't really.
All right. Well, the new GoPro, I guess you can say record.
Yeah, well, that's what we're going to start doing. We're going to get harnesses where we can wear them just like the cops do, you know.
Correct. Yeah, I would do that because it's getting violent. I clean houses. I'm from Charlotte County, Florida. I clean houses. I literally had a customer that they know we voted for Trump. I walked in, they're from Chicago, guess who they're for? Democrat. He walked in, you thought his face was going to explode. He said, "It's your fault you voted for him." Oh my God!
I said, yep, it was my one vote that did it.
See, it just proves if you vote, you make a difference.
That's right. Well, and you saw me stand up. Just because I'm pulling records, we found that the cops are doing that, which is not cool.
No, not
at
cool
all.
No.
And it's illegal.
They're becoming jackbooted thugs.
By the way, isn't that weird? If I commit a felony, I'll get arrested. Why does they commit a felony and don't get arrested? How does that work?
I think because
is that the deep
I think
state?
it spreads out amongst all of them, and then it's just a misdemeanor for each one.
Say this. Let me say this in
What's that?
fairness. I have a girlfriend that I have known since our children were playing t-ball running backwards around the bases.
Right.
She decided she wanted to be a police officer. Well, the only place she got hired was Gainesville Police Department.
Okay.
She, out of her words, while she was on vacation, she called me back when this incident happened. And
Right.
she said, well, Terry, let me tell you. She said 30 and above in the Gainesville Police Department, pretty sure they're Trump supporters.
Right.
30 to 25,
right.
You got a 50-50 chance.
Ooh.
25 and below, they're
gone?
non-Trump.
Wow.
So you figure what that force is like right now to work together as
Wow,
partnerships.
that is scary. And the young ones like that too don't think that only they should have guns and not you.
Yeah, well, I'm a boomer, so they blame us boomers for everything, man. I got a page the other day and it says the baby boomers didn't have anything to do with that.
Correct.
You got to explain it to them because they don't know history either.
I totally agree with that. I'm going to be 55 this year. I remember what a little bit of freedom was like in high school. You know what I mean?
We had smoking lounges.
So I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I was in the 80s. I was in high school. And I'm not saying everybody should do this, but I used to sell pot, smoke pot, speeders, and acid. It was a big deal.
I did
and
too.
now it's sad.
I dropped the lid on the bus platform
That's
one time
right.
out of my sock.
And he ended up at Lockheed because that expanded his mind, right?
I have never been arrested in my life.
Wow, very good. When I was up there, I got arrested a lot.
I saw the inside of a cop car once over in New Smyrna Beach because me and my buddy got drunk and sunk his car in the ocean.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
the cops didn't like it, so they loaded us in the back of the car, took us out on Highway 44, and let us off at the city limit sign that says walk.
Wow.
We were from Orlando.
That's when you used to be free here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You used to be able to get in a fist fight and get up and shake hands the next day.
So now, do you agree it's getting a little bit out of control with the cops here now?
It's out of control.
I mean, now they don't bring you home when you get a DUI. They make you pay 10 grand for a court cost.
Exactly. They used to take you home.
Do you know that Florida's
let your parents bust your ass.
You know Florida's got the third most amount of people in jail and prison than the whole rest of the world? Did you know that?
No.
It's that you are product. That's how bad it is.
Oh yeah,
You're product.
They guarantee the jailers a certain amount of money every year.
And the court.
And so therefore they got to put people in jail.
That is correct.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very scary.
Aware of that.
Yeah. So.
I'm a.
Which one? Oh, very good. I shake your hand, but I'm full.
I'm a 3%er.
Very good.
I'm zone 3 over 8 counties in Florida.
Wow.
And I mean, we're just shaking our heads at this shit. We don't want to see it
bad,
come to a
man.
head, but
Well, you just heard it. All these sheriffs are meeting, and they're not for guns.
oh, I know.
It is not cool.
The Chief of Police Association or whatever is not for guns. We've got a few constitutional sheriffs.
There's a few of them out there.
Right, and they're trying to make sanctuary places, but you saw what Virginia just did. They said, "Screw your sanctuary place." There you go. You lucky bummer. I had to work.
I just retired in August. That's why.
Okay,
I can do whatever I want to do now.
Did you get to see Alex Jones in the tank?
Yeah, I saw Alex. He drove right by my hotel.
Very good.
I had a hotel that was 2 blocks away from the whole thing. I paid $400 a night for it.
That was my friend that put that magnet on the side that taxation is theft. I know him. He's a libertarian. That was awesome.
I'm a libertarian. I'm the Master of Arms for Marion County Libertarian Party.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm registered.
And he keeps taking the test over and over that's online.
I made her take a test today. She's not a libertarian.
I am a Republican in Charlotte County, so I can get into debates, but I am libertarian constitutionalist.
Right.
Absolutely.
If you take the smallest political quiz, you'll find out what you are.
Correct. Absolutely. So yeah, are you going to go to the big state convention then for libertarian?
In May, I think it is.
I think so. Yeah, correct.
The president of our group is going. he probably would like me to go, but I haven't decided whether I want to or not.
Are you going to go to the national convention in Texas?
No, probably not.
I've never been to Texas in that place, so I'm tempted.
Quite a few times.
Yeah.
Where is it in Texas?
Oh, it's in one of the big cities,
Probably
man.
Dallas.
Yeah, it's going to be happening, man. So.
If it was San Antonio, I'd go.
Right.
We got friends that live outside of New Braunfels.
There you go. So yeah, I've been in Texas, but never there, and so I might go to that. And I went to the national one in Florida. That was fun.
I'd stand out in front of what is that? Something to the west in Austin, South by Southwest. I'd stand out there and flip them all off. Down a bunch of California liberals that moved into Austin.
Right.
And they're screwing Alex Jones' life up.
They are, man. They are. I was talking to a friend about that on the way up here on the phone, man. He is truly shadow banned like I've never seen anybody in America shadow ban.
Yep.
I mean, cut him off on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter.
Glenn Beck, what's the name, just got the award?
Rush Limbaugh.
And Alex Jones are the three people that woke me up.
Correct.
I listened to all three of them.
Well, wait a minute. What about what's-his-face at nighttime talking about aliens?
He's sleeping.
No, I didn't.
He's one of the ones that woke me up.
He did work for a living up until 6 months ago.
There you go. Right. Anyways, but so yeah, I used to work a third shift up in Michigan at the machine shop, and that's why I got turned on to all of it. Correct. Yeah. So, anyways, I got 3 hours to go home to Charlotte County. Yeah, contact me with the info, and we'll see what we can find, man.
I appreciate it.
All right.
You can get the unedited version without the blurring on the side.
Oh, I will try. Absolutely.
That's what I need, because the old man, all you can see is his foot as he's going down, and the rest of it they blurred out.
And remember, give me date, time, place, and all that, because you can search it for. All right.
And I'll even send you a link to their videos.
All right, that'll work. Good to meet you. You have a good day.
Good to meet you.
Yep.
Excuse me, Sean.
Yeah, can I ask? I drove all the way from Charlotte County. I was the one that broke the story on the illegal pawn list.
Yeah.
I was going to ask Eric, where is it going? Are we ever going to get justice?
They're what's called? They're supposedly have changed the pawn web to quit doing it.
Right.
It's still with the state attorney. I mean, they're the ones that have jurisdiction.
Right.
So it's with them. They actually finally opened an actual investigation of it.
No. Okay, state attorney or state attorney general?
There's
Ashley Moody, because I met with Ashley Moody too.
State attorney.
Okay, that's correct.
The attorney general doesn't necessarily have that jurisdiction.
Well, in 790 it states that she can take it civilly to court.
Yes, for a civil, but actually that's for the state attorney under 335.
Right.
AG's is for rights violence.
Right.
So it works a little bit differently between the two.
Right.
But it's with the right person. They've opened an investigation into it. They've already got the pawn web people changing it so it quits happening.
Do you have documents on that yet?
Eric does.
He won't talk to me anymore because he thinks I talk too much because I'm depressed.
You do talk too much.
Come on, man.
You do. You do. You open your mouth at the wrong time.
I know.
Often.
But guess what? At least it blew it up. At least I found out about it, right?
Does. But then you go calling up sheriffs and threatening them.
No, I have not threatened.
I've seen the emails.
I know, but I haven't.
I have the emails.
Okay, there you go. But I haven't threatened.
Yes, you have threatened them with prosecution.
Well, actually, they should be prosecuted.
And you don't have that power,
right?
And that shouldn't be coming from you. Especially if you're going to say that you're press.
Right.
If you're press,
right,
you don't try to change things, report on what's happening. And you've crossed that line.
Correct.
And honestly, for many things, that makes you a liability. You've got to stay, if you're going to be doing press work, you have to stay within that press lane. What you become is an activist who is using a press label.
Correct. So
and that's fine. But don't pretend you're not an activist.
So, as I stated again, if it wasn't for me, we wouldn't know about it. In fact, that's how we got the that's how we got over the 3-day lawsuit, because Chris was busted for that. Then you guys started asking, and so maybe it is better to be an access.
It is. That's what we are.
That's what you guys are. So then we're even. So anyways,
but you have to know when to.
He's like, yeah, but it was 55.
When to back off the thing and keep it under wraps, so that people working on it can do what they need to do without alerting all the sheriffs that there's a problem, and then they start deleting records.
They start
deleting emails.
They're not supposed to do that.
They can. They do.
Okay,
there are certain records that they're required to keep for a
that
certain
is
amount
correct.
of time.
That is correct.
There's no requirement that people keep email forever in government.
That is true. It's 3 years or 5 years. You are correct.
And remember, a lot of those emails you have
are
over 3 years
very old. You are correct.
When you started rattling saber, some of these other sheriffs, they started deleting records.
Do you have any records of that?
Oh, I know damn well.
All right. Which state attorney is actually supposedly investigating?
What size shirt do you wear?
3 or 4, depending on the day. Yeah.
Which state attorney is actually supposedly investigating? Because my state attorney said that we've investigated and we found it wasn't a list. That's what she said.
I can't remember.
Okay, but there is one somewhere that's actually doing a real investigation, unlike mine.
Yes.
All right. Because you've seen the videos. I mean, she denies it. The sheriff denies it. I mean, this is getting stupid, man. I've looked up the definition of list. I have a list.
And that's why we, got a hold of the appropriate people and shook some sabers at them and made sure that it actually happened.
Okay, did you wake DeSantis? So you did wake up DeSantis? What's going on?
Not DeSantis himself, but
people close enough.
Folks.
Okay, so that's why you won't talk to him anymore, because loose lips sink ships.
Operational security, my friend.
Oh man. Well, at least I feel better that somebody's doing something, because nobody would tell me if anybody was doing anything. I thought that it got lost in the weeds and we were screwed again.
3/4 of what we do
is secret.
People won't find out about.
Right.
Probably ever.
Wow.
Another 1/4 of what we do, people will find out about when we're done.
Right.
And the last 1/4 is very public.
Well, actually, you guys were pretty bold with your email to all the sheriffs that we will sue you. That was, but of course, I wrote back and said, what about the gun list? What about the 3-day thing? The gun list is huge, but I do hear what you're saying. I don't want them to delete, even though they're not supposed to delete, which is crap. So what's a quick schedule? You guys are going to speak a little bit and then eat?
Kevin's the MC, so he's the keeper of the plan here.
All right.
This is great. It's one of the few things that I don't have to do a whole lot to organize myself.
Okay, there you
go. The board, board members like Kevin and stuff.
Right.
It's nice to have people you can rely on.
Correct.
Who do a good job.
Are you the Lehigh guy or no?
Yeah. No, Lehigh. No.
Who's the one that's in Lehigh?
Rich.
Okay, all right. Did he make it or no? I never got to meet him.
No, he's not making it today.
Dang it. Solo Yacker here yet? Any of the speakers?
Mike Pierworski does Armstrong Radio. He's going to be speaking.
Oh, wow.
Rick Ector is from Detroit, legally armed in Detroit.
Oh, wow.
And you're
yeah, already met him. He already knows not to talk to me.
That's Earl Boone, who works with Mike. Earl is the great-great-great-great-great-great-grandson of Daniel Boone.
Wow, no kidding.
Great. I got the right number of greats.
Very good.
7 greats.
Very good.
That means you're greater than your father, right? By 1.
I forgot to ask, so the donuts are free or no?
Yeah. What's that?
Where donuts are free?
Yeah, go eat a donut.
Yeah, where are they? In the back?
Go back there if there are any left.
All right.
I got one early.
Exactly.
I'm going to Fat Bill's, man.
Is there if I say hi? I guess both of you at the same time. Are you the same? You're the same radio.
Yep.
Okay, my name is Andy. I'm a reporter for Copwatch. Don't freak out. Copwatch.
Okay.
I know we need cops, just not corrupt ones, so I do the corrupt ones, okay? Is that fair?
I did 21 years as a cop, and that was the conversation last night was me going, listen.
Are you going to shoot me?
No, bad cops suck.
Thank
and
you.
here's what we have to do. This is how we have to do. That was the whole thing I was doing last night, so, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can I give you my card? You rock, dude.
Sure.
Oh, my God.
I'm all for it, holding us accountable.
Okay, so you've heard of Copwatch before. Okay, all right. I'm so pissed off that I'm even going to run against the sheriff.
Not that side, this side, the radio side.
Okay. Here's my card. I'm going to run on Free the Weed.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I was the one.
Charlotte County, okay.
Yeah, I was the one. I don't know if you guys heard. I was the one that helped break the story on the cops having the illegal list of gun owners here.
Yes.
So I was the one that started that. It was a friend of mine that said, "I think I'm being investigated. Can you look for records on me in the system?"
Yeah.
And look what came up. See if we can work a case on them.
Very nice. Very
Is
nice.
that sad?
I was talking with Eric Friday about it. Yeah.
Okay, so that's why I came up here. 3 hours from Charlotte County. Is it going to go anywhere?
Sean will know. I don't know if you talked to Sean.
I know. He won't tell me anything because he said I talk too much. So anyway, all right.
I just know that they told me, you know,
so can I.
Dang it.
That the FDLE records, I knew all about that. You know,
but don't you agree this is outrageous, man?
Outrageous,
They've been abusing it for how many years, and now they're going to get away with a third-degree felony, $5 million fine?
Yep.
Are they above the? Are they the true sovereign citizens? Immunity, right?
Well, it's that attitude of.
Oh, that's right. I'm talking to a cop.
No, it's the attitude of.
I'm above the law.
You know, and I hear above the law all the time, and I don't like the term above the law. I think it's sometimes you want to see justice take place.
Right.
And that doesn't matter. And the example we were using last night is like domestic violence cases.
Correct.
When you get there and she's got a bloody lip, and now you can arrest for that, but you get there and she's still shaking and everything's obviously wrong. And, and back in the day, cops would take that guy out and have a conversation with him.
Right.
Old school.
Okay, what does that translate to?
And show him what it feels like.
Oh, that one. Okay, all right.
And
that's Muslim stuff.
And again, this was all theoretical. They're talking about it, and they said, and the guy said, "Well, cops are acting like you're above the law." I said, "Well, let me ask you: if you found out your friend was beating his wife, would you not do the same?" Well, I mean,
that's true.
Did it make you above the law? No, I was doing just because he's wearing a badge. You just don't go hang the above the law thing on him. You know, this I don't even know if it's justice, but you want her to stop getting beaten, and you're going to try anything you can to make that happen. Right. You know, and well. Would it be against the law? Well, sure, it would be against the law. But you probably doing speeding and you blew a stop sign on the way here. But you know, I'm not justifying breaking the law. But if you can you commit a misdemeanor to stop a felony?
Oh, interesting.
Well, legally you can.
Right.
You know.
Seriously?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, listen.
Okay.
If you're
does that mean I can arrest my sheriff?
You're raping a girl. Can I not hit you with a bat to get you off of her?
Touche. That's true. Correct. Right.
When you catch just I know you're not clearly condoning that snippet I heard.
But it's not going out and give me some money, because for protection, so if you don't get nothing like that's out and out corruption.
That's funny you mentioned. Okay, here's the reason why I'm married to a Filipino. I've been in the Philippines for 2 years. Okay, they have that dictator ruling right now, Duterte, who is good and bad. He was my mayor when I was there years ago, by the way.
Where?
And there wasn't in Davao. There was no crime because you would be killed. Okay. Okay, her sister just experienced first time in her life. She has a little Sari store. A guy, motorcycle pulls up, 2 of them on there. Guy walks up to the guy. Blows his brains out. He supposedly was a drug dealer. My wife thinks that's good. Is that legal?
Under our rule, I know you can't commit a. I can't commit a felony to stop the misdemeanor. You know?
And I used to be a drug dealer. I said you would want me dead all through high school. Acid, speeders, pot. I mean, and look, I turned out fine, right? Yeah, right. See, that doesn't sound. I mean, you imagine.
Everything's been fine since the incident.
I know. You imagine what the Boons did way back then?
Oh, yeah.
All the Boons way back then. Pot used to not be a big deal, and then they made it a big deal. Come on. Do you agree that's why they made pot illegal? Because prohibition didn't work, so they flipped it into weed.
I don't know that was the direct correlation. But I don't think that. it's logical why it's still illegal.
Right.
You know?
I think even back then, it had a lot to do with the drug industry.
Oh, even
the scientists back then. I mean,
right.
You look at. I mean, we can talk to Dr. John about it. You know, we're so advanced now in medicine and drugs and chemicals because all this started in the 20s and 30s.
That is true.
And I mean, as far like your whole thing of free the weed and everything.
Yeah.
I'm personally not going to do it.
Right.
But I liken it to drinking.
Right.
You want to go out and drink and get drunk? Okay.
I'm an alcoholic. I'm in AA, and alcohol was way worse. Okay.
Don't operate a vehicle while I might be around you or any of my family members. But what I do feel that I've seen enough that I would like the FDA and actually research what can this material do.
Well, God made it too. Come on. You don't even have to process it, man. You just smoke it.
Well, yeah, but God made cobra snakes also, and
Sweet.
They're not the best.
We
in the
do
world.
milk those.
We do.
Yeah.
It was funny. I forget who the comedian was. He was talking about the snowboarder, Sean Green, Sean White, the snowboarder.
Not sure.
But the Olympic snowboarder, he's got a white kid with the red hair and the dreads.
That's correct.
Sean White, and he lost a medal because when they did the drug test, they found marijuana in his system.
Oh, yeah, that's bonk.
But they said because
performance enhancing.
But their policy said performance enhancing drugs.
Right.
And they're like,
That's
I
not
guess
gonna
maybe
help
nobody on that
performance.
board had ever had it before because it's not really performance enhancing.
Yeah,
it's,
no.
I think you don't feel pain.
Right, it relaxed them a little bit, maybe.
Well, and you know, and I know
I'm gonna go for the 720, man. You know?
Here's the sad part. That was days ago that he probably did, and it's still in your system.
Yeah.
In fact, is that true, since I'm talking to law enforcement, is that true right now that we've legalized hemp, that technically you guys can't mess with this right now for weed because you don't got a test that can prove it?
No, the test checks THC content.
Correct.
Yeah, and there's no THC content in hemp.
That's right. Actually, there is a tiny bit, and that's why supposedly in Florida they're not supposed to. Actually, nationwide.
Well, but under the statute it says you have to have this many parts per million for it to be, and I don't know what the number is. Let's say it's over 50 parts per million to be
0.15% or something like that.
Right, but hemp is below that.
That is
so.
Hopefully not, but anyway.
My understanding.
So right now, technically, they're kind of not supposed to enforce it.
It's It's up to every agency's legal counsel and how their judges have been ruling.
Oh God, we're screwed. And Southwest Florida is bad. My sheriff puts people. Do you agree with this? My sheriff puts people in jail for a roach. Waste of taxpayer money or not?
If we enforce the laws on the books. And I already said to you, I don't believe it's logical that it's still illegal.
Right.
But you enforce the laws on the books.
So I can make up a law that black people can't drink at the fountain again?
We had those laws.
That's
and we enforced them then. But until we get to progressive enough where it's not a law, we enforce the laws on the books.
So can we do what MLK did and protest and sit in front of the bus?
That's the First Amendment right. You're expected to do that. The Declaration of Independence says you should do that.
Then why is my sheriff fighting it so hard? Charlotte County Sheriff Bill PRUMMELL is the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen.
There's plenty of them out there. I can
Man,
list. I can list the sheriff's off. I can list the sheriff's.
That's pretty good for a cop admitting it. Are you? You're Florida cop?
Yeah.
Are you? Which place do you used to be at?
Done now.
Okay. Which place did you?
Done now. In the Orlando area, and then work for the state.
Oh God! Wow. Okay. Which one's worse, Orlando or state?
They're all right. Both of those are okay. The biggest ones I've seen the problem with are down in South Florida.
Oh, it's so bad. Really bad.
Yeah.
What's your opinion of Pinellas?
Oh, Sheriff Gualtieri is a socialist.
Yes!
He's an anti-gun.
Yeah, he's got the most red flag laws going so far.
Exactly right.
Right?
He is all about taking away your rights.
Correct. Absolutely. So did you hear there's a guy running for sheriff there named James McLinnis? He is not a cop.
Okay.
And he got a bunch of votes last time.
Right.
We think he was going to try to come, but a friend of his is dying.
Wow.
We think we can get him elected.
Right.
Because he wants to free the weed. He wants to stop the insanity. In fact, there's a guy in Miami he wants to bring up to do kind of like what Trump is doing, get rid of the deep state that's in your sheriff's department there and the courts. You agree the courts are part of the problem?
Sure. I mean, everybody's part of the problem.
The state attorney?
Yeah. Well, listen, look at the state attorney in Central Florida,
right?
For Orange and Osceola County.
What they do?
She has said, "I will never seek the death penalty on anybody, even the guy that killed two cops, killed his girlfriend.
Right.
won't seek it. And the governor's come down, the last governor and this governor, and taken cases away from her and given them to another state attorney's office to prosecute.
That is
and he's not
good.
saying, and the governor hadn't said, I want them to go to the death penalty. Said, just, you can't take that off the table.
Right.
You can't take that off the table to start before you even get started.
Right.
You know, again, everybody gets the same standard. And she said, no, she's clearly an anti-cop state attorney also.
So what do I do if I gave evidence to my state attorney under 790.335? I gave her the evidence, affidavit, notarize it. Here it is. He's guilty.
Yeah.
He's profiling.
And they do nothing?
Nothing.
Go to the Attorney General's office.
I met Ashley Moody in person on video, gave her the evidence. You know who took her away when I was giving her evidence?
Who?
My sheriff. On video.
Of course.
On video.
Of course.
Can I get him for obstruction?
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah.
Wow, you are awesome. How do you get on the show, man?
We got your card?
Okay, yeah, the email's on there. So
armsroomradio.com.
Boy, how many people you got?
We got, there's 3 of us on the show, and we're on in 25 markets around the country, about 75 to 100,000 listeners a week.
Real quick, because I know it's starting. Okay, I used to have a massive YouTube channel. 2 years ago, actually 3 years ago now, time flies, 70 million views, 4 million a month, 50,000 subscribers. Isn't that weird? It came down the same day I was going to testify in front of CLIA at the sheriff's office.
Isn't that weird?
Isn't that weird? Good to meet you, man.
Just crazy irony.
I know. I honestly haven't. See you. Is this a water?
Yes. No, water's here. I think that's ice there.
Oh. So just rip one open? Oh, sorry. You guys rock, man. You're rare. You're a unicorn. Can I ask a question?
Sure.
I am the reporter that broke. Are you from Florida?
Yeah. Well, I grew up in Alabama, but I've been here since '85.
So I'm the reporter that broke the story on the cops and the sheriffs here having the illegal list of gun owners used through the pawn list.
Yeah.
I was the one that broke that story 10 months ago. Did you ever see an example?
No, I've never seen the document.
Actually, yeah. So that's the pawn list. I'm the one that scratched out the last name. All they did was pawn a gun or sell a gun, and under 790.335, that is a third-degree felony, $5 million fine. I've given the affidavit notarized to the state attorney, who you're supposed to do when you find the crime. I'm from Charlotte County. My sheriff did this. And she will not prosecute. She said that's not a list. As you as a lawyer, is this a list?
That's a list.
Then what the fuck is up with my state attorney?
She's not going to fight with somebody that's on her side of the equation.
Then what do I do now?
Go to the Attorney General.
On camera, gave her evidence at an event that my sheriff was at too. I got a quick moment where I could get in there, gave her the evidence. On video, he took her away as I was giving her evidence. And under 790, it's the same with her. If I give her evidence, she must sue and prosecute. What do we do now?
I would probably suggest that you ask for an audience with the governor.
DeSantis. 10 months. Nothing. And it gets worse. We got the emails. You know what they talk about in the emails? Profiling. See if you can work a case on them.
Fingers up on the dash tells that.
So that's why I love what some of the speakers said today, that you got to fight. I know we need cops, just not corrupt ones. So I'm a reporter for Copwatch. I've been doing it for 7 years. My sheriff is so dirty. Charlotte County Sheriff Bill Pummel, dirty. So I unfortunately experienced it myself. I had one of his guys turn and do perjury on. I had a bad neighbor, stalker. He did perjury in court, got the case thrown out, and that's what woke me up 7 years ago. And I've been doing it ever since. So I do stories, on his nationwide stories. I love pulling IAs. Those are so much fun.
That's I tell people all the time, I said, look, if you start to have a real problem with an officer on the side of the road,
right,
or at your home,
right,
I need a supervisor and an internal affairs investigator to respond to the scene.
But you know what internal affairs is like asking the mafia to investigate the mafia.
But if they don't bring the internal affairs investigator to the scene, the officer loses his law enforcement certificate, and so does the department.
What, you have SOP for that?
Yeah. It's
seriously? I did not know that.
FDLE's requirement. You lose your.
Is that your requirement too?
If I demand you to bring a supervisor and an internal affairs investigator to the scene,
because you're questioning me, do you have a choice where you can decline that?
I will call and ask for a supervisor, yes.
Yeah, but you have to bring an internal affairs investigator.
See, I never heard that one.
I never heard that one either. That's a new. Serious?
You lose your cert, and so does FWC until the supervisor clears that scene. So, I mean, I did that to the St. Cloud Police Department.
Powerful shit.
And the St. Cloud Police Department didn't bring one out. Right. The deputy chief came out, didn't bring internal affairs.
Right.
I got a call from the chief 2 days later. So how are we going to work this out?
Wow. Our internal affairs is based out of Tallahassee.
Doesn't matter.
It might be.
Nobody gets to leave until they get there. It may be an inconvenience for me, but it's also an inconvenience for you.
If I give you my card, can you? I never heard of this SOP, Standard Operating Procedure. Yeah,
I know what an SOP is.
I never heard that.
I was in government contracting for 22 years.
All right, then you all know all about it. So by the way, I am so sorry about the tape.
Okay.
I am so sick of the corruption. I know I'm not going to win, but I'm even running against him as a write-in just to poke the bear. Do you like that?
That's kind of
yes.
nice.
I know there's no way I'll win. It's a Republican area that I'm in, and he's Republican. You know what's crazy? I went to an event the other day. I didn't know the Republican Party was going to be there. All the high-ups were there, right? Some of them know who I am. So I walk up. I got my press pass and everything. They're like, oh! I was telling some of the guys I don't know. I was like, yeah, did you know the sheriff committed a felony and nobody will do anything? And the head guy's like, we knew who you are. Get out of here. On camera. They don't care. They want to re-elect the felon. He's running for office this year.
There's always another agenda. It's like any other negotiation.
Right.
There's the thing that you know that's going on, and then there's the stuff you don't know going on. It's the thing you don't know that's going on is the real reason why people are behaving over there.
Correct.
It's like any other negotiation. What does that person want, and why do they want it?
Right.
Not what is the global. What is it supposed to be the official reason they're here?
Right.
Get a better price.
Right.
But he really needs a new bass boat. So how did it happen?
Yeah, you know what? My sheriff is so out of control. Didn't even tell anybody. Guess what toy he just bought? That's really expensive.
I don't know.
A frickin' tank. Come on, man. Yeah. He bought that one out of Canada, $350,000 Bearcat.
There's not any reason that I can envision that a law enforcement agency needs assault vehicles.
Thank you. I live in a retirement area. My business is cleaning houses. These are old retired people, man.
There's a lot of police operator syndrome going on.
Oh, you have no idea. No idea. You did an excellent speech, by the way.
Thank
you. You do get an extra card, or I can look? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to be email friends. You rock, man.
I can figure out how to make the zipper work. I got stabbed in May, and he tried to slit my throat.
Right.
And I can't make the thumb do what I want it to when I want it to.
Are you serious? What happened where?
A family law deposition with an Orange County deputy. Lost his shit and tried to kill me.
That's you're fucking with me, right?
No, May 1st. He's still in jail.
Yeah, now.
Can I shake your hand again? You are awesome.
He spent 3 days longer in the hospital than I did.
Why you?
Oh yeah, I cut him back. I could have shot him, but I didn't think I needed.
I know.
To kill
I was
him.
gonna say.
I didn't think I needed to kill him. I thought
they are that dangerous in a depot.
Yeah. He got arrested for murder in 1988. Spent 117 days in jail, and then the other co-conspirator confessed, and they let him go. And then he went to the police academy. Only one department would hire him, and that was Orange County. He had 2 or 3 psyche evals. He was actually on suspension for battery on a driver that they got on video while he was off duty wearing a badge and a gun in plain clothes, which he's not allowed to do. And they pulled his ticket for it. And then he's trying to divorce his wife at 2 years. Says he wants all her 401k, the house she owned before they got married, and alimony from her for the rest of his life, or he'll kill her.
They are sick.
He's a crazy guy.
If we get the pawn list, this should be the biggest lawsuit in Florida with it, because it's bad. Almost all of them are doing it. We all was pulling records on it. Almost all the police and sheriffs were getting this list.
Is there anything that they're arguing is a legitimate law enforcement basis for them having collected?
Under 790.335, they're only supposed, and you know this makes sense.
No, what are they saying is the reason why?
I gave it to the state attorney. She said it's not on a list.
No, what is law enforcement saying is the reason why they're collecting the data?
Because they can, because they're above the law, they're sovereign citizens.
Then why don't you
keeping us safe? What else?
File suit against them and take discovery.
That's what I was going to say. Do you know Eric Friday? Okay, if we can somehow get a lawsuit going in the future, Eric Friday won't tell me anything anymore because he says I talk too much, which is true. But I was the one that broke the story, so hey, okay? Can you and Eric crucify my sheriff on depo, on video?
Maybe.
All right, because he's already said he would love to do it. You sound like you're awesome. You'd be perfect for it. Because you see how bold this guy is. Let's see if we can work a case on him. Just because he pawned a gun and sold a gun?
I think that's probably not sufficient to conduct an investigation against you.
Yeah, correct. It's not. It's very sad. You rock, man. I got to do it again. God, you rock. Awesome. Yeah, so where are you guys out of then?
Orlando.
Okay, all right. I was the one. I came all the way from Charlotte County, Florida, 3 hours away. I was the one. I'm the reporter that broke the story on the illegal gun.
On the what?
I was the one that broke the story on the illegal gun pawn list. Have you heard about it? Okay, all right. Have you heard? Is this thing going to go anywhere, or we're screwed again?
That I don't know. I mean, I haven't kept track of anything.
Right.
But
do you agree this is a big deal? This could be one of the biggest gun lawsuits in Florida's history.
You're talking about the sheriffs keeping track of.
Yes.
I mean,
doing emails like this. See if we can work a case on them. That's how out of control my sheriff is.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's clearly illegal.
Correct. Under 790.335, you're right, 3rd degree. So I did the affidavit. Right. I did it notarized, gave it to the state attorney like it says.
And they've done nothing?
You know what she said?
What?
This isn't a list. You're a lawyer. Does this look like a list? I squared.
Yeah, no, this looks like a list to me.
She said that's not a list and dropped
What did she say it was?
A piece of paper.
Oh. Okay.
And then, of course, we got the emails with a bunch of redaction, up the anus. So, yeah, it was a friend of mine that lived in my neighborhood that thought he was being investigated. He said, can you look for my name in the data? That's what I love about Sunshine Law. By the way, now he is violating my Sunshine Law rights. He's running for office this year. I am being killed on records requests. You guys ever mess with records lawsuits?
No, we haven't, no.
You guys know anybody that does?
Where they're not giving you the records requests that you're asking for?
It's really bad right now. I mean, it's war.
So there's actually somebody who may know, who I do know, a guy named Stephen. Which one of you is there?
Sorry.
Cats. There's a guy named Stephen Daniels. He's a Florida, not lawyer, but he does a ton of public records requests.
Stephen Daniels.
When it comes to DUI. DUI is his issue.
Okay.
And he's been fighting FDLE. And he probably has done 10,000 public records requests, and I know he's had some issues.
Holy shit. And he's a lawyer?
No, he is not. But his website is DUI Undo Consultants, or maybe just DUI Undo. If you need to know anything about public records requests, he's going to be the guy to talk to. Oh, by far.
Okay, yeah, because I was just telling him, my sheriff's running for office, and actually I'm a reporter. I know we need cops, but I'm a reporter for Copwatch for 7 years, so I do stories on all the corrupt cops. I love telling people what people don't know, because they think, hey, they're great. They're not. So yeah, he's running for office right now. He is killing me on records. I was the one that broke the story on the gun pawn list. This is the list. And they're telling me this isn't a list, so they won't charge him with a 3rd degree felony. Does that sound right?
Looks like a list to me, that's all.
Wouldn't you go, if it does go to a class action, would you like to join?
I don't know if we have standing to join. The law firm certainly doesn't, and our name isn't on the list.
Right.
So I'm not sure.
Well, no. Would you like? Because one lawyer like Eric Friday can't do it all. Like I just talked to him.
So if Eric Friday gets involved,
yeah.
If Eric Friday gets involved, what he'll do is he'll call the lawyers he wants involved with him.
Okay. Yeah. Correct. All right.
Because we are involved with him in several other suits.
Correct.
But yeah, you leave that for him to figure out who. Because quite frankly, when we take a case,
right,
we tell people we're not going to be forced to work with other lawyers. You know?
Right. Because if we co-counsel with somebody, we're responsible for their malpractice.
Oh, that's okay.
So,
good point.
yeah, I would never agree without knowing who the lawyers are going to be, and, you know, people we've worked with. So,
do you like the one that just spoke?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think he would be good. It sounds like you guys would be good.
Yeah, you know, but if you've spoken with Eric and it's something he's going to move forward with,
he already is looking into it.
Then let him get that pool together.
Right.
You know, subject, you know, you as the client, subject to approval.
Right.
But let him do the recruiting.
Right. But you know what I mean, too. If it does go class action, because we think there's thousands of people that have been violated, one person can't do it all.
Well, I mean, honestly, it doesn't. The number of plaintiffs doesn't change the amount of legal weight.
That's true. That's a good point. Right.
I mean, because we've got 2 class action lawsuits right now that we're working on with Eric.
Okay, the 3-day one.
The 3-day one.
Guess what? That came from my guy that on the gun pawn list.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
how is that going, by the way?
It's going. I mean, the state's filed a motion to dismiss, which just got set for a hearing. I don't see them winning, but I can't. You know.
Did they finally give you the list of people that were violated over 3 days?
No.
Oh, come on. So do you guys have the right to get that?
Well, that's one of the things we're arguing about.
I know. See, how about this one? One more quick question, because I could go on forever. Do I have the right, and like I know you just said you don't know a lot about records lawsuit, to ask the company that's running the pawn website, since they do deal with government, do I have the right to make records requests to them to get everybody that's access?
So under a government record, probably not. Probably not. But again, I don't do that.
Right.
And I couldn't tell you that my answer's right.
All right.
That's my first instinct, but I haven't looked at
Got it.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah, Chris Pretzer is my friend. That's the one that you're fighting for, and the others and all that. So it was good to meet you.
Nice
Thank you for your
meeting
time.
This is why I really don't trust doctors anymore.
Sir? All right, you said I could ask you for help, right?
Absolutely.
All right. This is good. I have to watch myself.
Okay.
So anyways, my name is Andy, reporter for Copwatch.
Chris.
I know we need cops, just not corrupt ones, as
Right,
you know.
exactly.
So I
agree.
7 years I've been doing stories.
Good cops hate bad cops just as much as you do.
Okay. So I'm from Charlote County. I was the guy that broke the story on the cops and my sheriff having the illegal list of gun owners. 790.335, third-degree felony, $5 million fine. My sheriff, Bill PRUMMELL, is so out of control. He's even profiling with the list, saying, let's see if we can work a case on him. I gave the state attorney my affidavit, notarized, and you know what she said, this list? She said that's not a list. She won't do anything.
Who you go to next?
Who do I go to next?
The Attorney General of the State of Florida.
Okay, I'll make it better for you. I need to get your card before you go. Okay, she came to one of Bill PRUMMELL's gratitude dinners, so I went there with the victim.
The Attorney General?
Yes. So we waited, me and the victim, we had the evidence on us. We waited for a spot where Bill wasn't next to her, right? See, he left, all of a sudden we got in there, said, hi, how's it going? Hey, have you heard about this? As we're giving her the evidence, Bill PRUMMELL came up and took her away on video.
I'm sure on purpose, probably, too.
Yes. Now what do we do?
Well, getting her at a meeting and handing her that is not the way to do it. You set up a meeting with her privately.
That's the only time we can get her, though.
No, that's not the only time. You can set up a meeting with her at her office in Tallahassee.
You really think she'll meet with me?
Absolutely. She has to meet with people. She has to. It's a
I thought
requirement.
only a government person could ask for that
Absolutely
meeting.
not. Absolutely
So I
not.
myself...
Yes. She may refer you to one of her other lawyers that works for her in the Attorney General's office, and that's fine if that's who you meet with. You want to meet with somebody in the Attorney General's office, because they then police all of the other police.
So I have tried all that. I've tried calling. I've tried emails. I tried getting the investigation that they're supposed to be doing, because under 790, she's supposed to prosecute when given evidence.
Correct.
Crickets. So you are correct. Eric Friday Rocks, he is aware of this. I came up here because I wanted to ask him. They
had a personal issue.
Yeah, and I do admit everybody here, the higher-ups of Florida Ferry, said they can't tell me anything because I talk too much, because that's what I do, okay?
It's part of being in the press.
I know, thank you. So supposedly there is a state attorney somewhere that's finally doing their job. But you're here. You said ask, so I did.
Absolutely. You want to speak to the Attorney General's office, but you can set up an appointment to speak to them.
What about
specifically.
DeSantis? Should we go to DeSantis now?
No, don't go to the governor, because the governor will refer you back to the Attorney General, because that's who has to handle the case. That would be the person. That's the you have to follow the
Right.
steps. That's the hard part.
This is how pissed off I am. Look at my card. I'm going to run against them. I know I'm not going to win. I know I'm not going to win. I'm a Republican because it's a Republican area, but I'm going to poke the bear.
Right.
This is how bad it is right now. The sheriff now is illegally, for 7 years I got records.
KENNETH?
Yes, okay. That's yours. For 7 years, that's my shirt too. He loves it when he sees me. So for 7 years I've been getting records, and I know and you know if you ask for it right, you get it for free, right? The war between me and him, and I know I'm not going to win, is so bad right now. Now he's committing a misdemeanor offense by illegally preventing me from getting records.
How's he preventing you?
So check this out. I used to get, I love doing this. I love getting internal affairs. Like, here's the problem with internal affairs. It's the mafia investigating the mafia.
Right, it is.
Okay.
It is.
Thank
In some instances it is.
Okay, so, I'm Charlotte County's all retired people. They say, oh, the cops never do anything wrong, right? Read the internal affairs. You're going to see that they do a lot of stuff wrong. So anyways, I used to get them for free. I get the master list, and I'll say, okay, I want this. I ask for an email. I want this one, this one. I got it for free. Apparently, there must be some really bad ones because now he made a rule or SOP that they can aggregate and bundle. That is nowhere in Sunshine. So now it forces me into paying for something I used to get for free. He is telling me that all these internal affairs reports are the same. You know that's a fucking lie. They're all different, okay? So now that's the newest thing he's screwing me on. Another quick one that he's screwing me on, and tell me what I can do with this. Okay, since I do what I do, cops go by my house all the time. I got 17 cameras, they're everywhere. I even got them on the street, okay? So I can see them coming. So I used to pull, when the cop went by, because I'm not in high crime, not to be mean, I think it's harassment. Okay, I used to ask, who is it? Give me your CAD GPS so I can see what he's up to, okay? Am I being illegally investigated again? Which he is doing again, by the way, second time in 7 years, okay? Now he won't even tell me. I got the video, I got the picture, and he said there's no records? So this is getting really blatant. When I have a cop this out of control, is that true that FWC has power to arrest or no? They can arrest him.
Well, FWC is a state organization.
Can they arrest Bill?
They could, but they're not going to. You know they're not going to. You have to get the Attorney General's office involved. That is the only organization that literally has the power to
that is
prosecute
correct.
a sheriff.
That is. I know. I thought I could recall him. I didn't know you can't even recall him. I can petition.
You can.
I am going to do
but
that.
It won't do any good. That's the problem.
Ooh, I will sit in front of that library with the list of his crimes.
But what you'll do is you could better spend your time pursuing the legal aspect of it and going through the legal channels.
Right.
You would probably get more out of it. Because when he hears or when they find out that now the Attorney General is involved, that becomes a completely different story because he has no control over that. So you have to understand, you've got your sheriff down here in this county and you've got the Attorney General in Tallahassee, and the Attorney General doesn't give a crap about what sheriff it is. They don't care because it's no skin off their back.
You know what the NRA said?
I hate the NRA.
I know. They say we can't do anything because it's law enforcement. We can't make them look bad.
No, the NRA, I didn't say anything, but Marion Hammer in the state of Florida, who was the NRA lobbyist, is the piece of crap that we've got. She's part of our problem.
Actually, you are correct. She knows about the situation and she won't go balls out.
She's part of our problem. She's actually voting in favor of anti-firearms bills. You figure that one out.
Oh, I did not know that. That's bad.
Yeah, they just passed a bill out of committees that she voted favorably on, and it's like, what? I don't get her.
Wow. So do you get a card, or you can email me?
I don't have a card.
Okay,
I'll email me. Is it on there?
Yeah, email me, because as you can tell what little I've told you, yes, I am a very hated man. I bet you money you're going to find me in the Fusion Center. Guess how much they want for me to get my info out of the Fusion Center? This is how bad it is.
I have no idea.
Just guess.
$100.
$280.
$280.
Is it bad?
No, it's not too bad.
Can you get it for me?
I can't. I'm not involved anymore. I'm retired.
Damn it.
I'm retired now. I don't have access to any of that.
You don't know anybody else that can pull it?
You could probably, if you go to your local FBI office, they can pull it. Tell them, hey.
Fusion Center.
Yeah, no.
Florida Fusion Center.
Yes, well, they're part of
That is true.
It's through the FBI.
That is true.
You can go there and say, listen, I understand that I'm the subject of the Fusion Center.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to see what they've got on me if I can, please.
Seriously?
Yeah, ask them. I mean, what's the worst thing I'm going to tell you is no. It's not any less than what you got now.
That is true.
And you might run into somebody who goes, sure, let's see what you got.
By the way, I know I'm doing the right thing, too, because 3 years ago, I didn't make money doing it. I had a YouTube channel. That's the way I do Facebook, YouTube, website. I had 70 million views in 2 years. Okay, 4 million a month, 50,000 subscribers. And 3 years ago, the day that I went to talk to COLLIER accreditation for Bill, it got taken down. Isn't that weird? The day.
It's funny you say that. I ran the YouTube's biggest military channel for the longest time.
Shit,
U.S.
no
military videos.
Whoa.
I had 420,000 subscribers.
Are you getting shadow banned like I am?
Oh, well, here's the thing. I used to make between $3,000 and $5,000 a month doing that.
I don't get paid. They took the money away a long
I used to
time
get
ago.
paid. And they changed their terms and
Yes,
policies
they did.
to exclude military. And my income went from 4,000 to 0 in a week.
Okay, remember 4 million views a month? Okay, they took the channel down, then they took my backup channel down, 17 million. Now the new channel, guess how many views I get a month now? 32,000. I am shadow banned. All the auditors I know, I'm sure you know about auditors, you know, and they're not all bad, some. I actually live next to that fat fucker that got everybody in trouble, Ian McGuire, hate the state. That, I used to know him. I cut him off because, as you heard, he went to the fucking deep shit. He's felony shit, man. Federal. He tried to kill me by cop 3 times. Hey, that's another one. I'll try to end with this. I talk a lot. He tried to kill me by cop 3 times. Why didn't they ever ask me to press charges for that?
You know, they don't ask you to press charges. You can just go press charges.
Here's another one.
You get a copy of the report. You go to the state attorney's
tried.
office. Okay.
This is how fucked up, excuse my language, it is where I'm at right now. Did you know for him trying to kill me by cop, you know what the incident report says? Incident report says?
Sorry to interrupt.
Sorry.
I'm out.
You taking out?
Yeah, good to see you, man. Take it easy. Yeah. You got my number, so holler if you need anything.
Wait a minute. Can I give you my card too?
Sure.
There you go. Reported for Copwatch. I report on the bad ones, not the good ones.
Sounds
well,
good.
no, I do the good ones, but it's not to mean rare.
Depending on what day it is, I'm either bad or good.
Okay, there you go.
Get out of here. We'll see you later, bro.
Okay. The report where he tried to kill me, he's been in jail now for 7 months. I mean, he's done. He's federally being charged. Domestic violence across state lines with the feds. You're smoked, correct? Okay. Anyways, and they tapped his phone. Holy shit. So anyways, he's been in jail. I'm under investigation for him trying to kill me. So when I do my PR request for any and all investigations, open or close on me, that thing comes back. They're investigating me under color of law for him trying to kill me. How do I stop that?
Well, I don't know that they're investigating you. You're part of an investigation. See, there's a whole different terminology thing going on here. You have to understand how cops work. When a cop tells you you're part of an investigation is different than you're being investigated. Unless they come specifically out and say you're the subject of the investigation.
They did. You want to know why I know that? Because that's how I found out about the first one a year ago. 2 years ago, they illegally investigated me for doing a story on a friend of mine tried to turn on a child rapist, and instead of arresting him, they arrested my friend. We did a story on that. They tried to get us for broadcasting a victim's name. I'm a reporter. I'm not under that. It was already fought. Rutherford Institute was going to take it if they charged me. They investigated me for 9 months. You know how else I found out? Facebook sent me a notice. By the way, do you know the cops are in all your shit? I'm like, what? That's how I found out. So that's how bad my situation is there. I mean, it's bad. Bad.
No, you need to follow the steps. Now you've already done the first steps. You need to go to the Attorney General's office. I'm serious. That's the next step. You got to follow the steps.
So I should contact her.
Yes.
And
you should contact her office in Tallahassee and ask for an appointment.
I'll try, man.
Yeah,
at least you talked to me. At least you didn't kill me, like many others want to. Hey, Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Copwatch. I am using any video here with under fair use if you have criticism, reporting, teaching, etc. And please donate. I do not make money from YouTube, and there are different ways to donate in the video links. Thanks.